Hey, we're back for another installment of our Director's Commentary series. Today we're going to look at Hope You Brought Heels by Jordan and Pamela. This was a beautiful surprise wedding that took place at Monji Gardens, and we're excited to share it with you. I'm Josh, this is Emily from Evermoore Films, and we're ready to take a look.
All right.
So we'll stop at shot one.
I know, right? Painful, but it's so
yes.
good.
So there was a live painting at this wedding, and so they had a painter come, and during the ceremony, she painted everyone at the ceremony. And so as we put this film together, we saw that this was just one of those things that kind of tied the whole day together.
Yeah.
And so we used this painting as a little theme that just kind of sprinkled throughout the wedding.
So here you see it starting with just the colors of paint, just be able to start laying the foundation, laying the palette on the blank canvas. So such a cute little subtle.
In the same way that every story kind of just starts with a whole bunch of random little colors and it comes together over time.
Such a cute little theme there.
Yeah. Here we go.
So pretty, just the visuals.
What would you like to say to Jordan and Pam since you won't be able to join them in
explain what this is going on here.
We're not be able.
So we typically don't see home videos in an Evermoore film, but this was a very unique wedding. So it was a surprise wedding. So basically what happened is Jordan and Pam told their guests, hey, we're having an engagement party.
Yeah.
So come for our engagement party.
Dress nice.
And they said, hey, we're going to go to Thailand for our wedding.
Yeah.
It's a destination wedding, so I know most of you can't come. We want to go ahead and have an engagement party. But what they really had in store was a full-on wedding day that was a surprise for all their friends and family who were coming to an engagement party.
And including the bridal party, which you'll see in a little bit.
Yes.
But this part of the video is people had made videos. How did they?
So the bride's sister had put together this little video of well wishes from all the friends and family who were like, hey, we won't be able to come to your wedding in Thailand, so we just want to wish you well. And it was a video that they had made for the bride and groom, but the bride and groom were in on the entire thing.
Yeah.
And so they played this about a 10-minute video of everyone, kind of giving their wishes, and at the towards the end of the video, the sister, interviewed the bride and groom about, some things they were thinking about, looking forward to, and then at the end of that little interview, the bride and groom announced to everyone, hey, we're getting married today, so come on outside for the wedding.
So during the video, while this home video, so what you're seeing on the screen right now is directly from this, slideshow video that they put together.
So this was played at the wedding. This is pieces of the video.
Wasn't that playing so that the bridal party had a chance to go quickly change? So this was kind of a distraction part too.
Yeah, so we're way into this story.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it going. But this was played on the wedding day. It was part of the day, and it set the tone so that all the guests thought, "Oh, this is sweet.
But it
We're
was
just
so
gonna do this
fun
thing."
to be able to incorporate this into the actual wedding film.
Yeah.
So.
And as you watch kind of the snippets we picked, you can see kind of the story unfolding.
To be there in Thailand.
Congratulations, you guys. Wish we were in Thailand.
This is at Monji Gardens.
Yeah. And the bride and groom had so many details.
Oh.
They just really planned this thing to a T, and they had so many little things planned out. It was super cool. And they all these little things that they did. So it was fun to kind of catch.
I think you caught
them.
they had the live cutout.
Yes,
of the
they
two
had
of
a
them.
life-size cardboard cutout of them that people could take pictures with because they're a fun, goofy couple.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had some fun things like that you'll see in the film.
Oh my gosh. So here is the bride saying, "Will you be my bridesmaid?" And she thought, "Oh, will you be my bridesmaid? Sure." Yay, that's a fun way to ask me.
Yeah.
But then it was like.
But then it's like, wait.
Keep going.
And then we'll have the ceremony. And the whole party. Okay. Wait, the ceremony? Yeah, we're doing a wedding today. Really? So we're here? Oh my goodness.
So it's like, surprise!
It's an engagement party.
Okay, now pause. I love that. It's not.
Oh.
But didn't she surprise?
So the bridesmaids and the groomsmen were all surprised. They knew at some level that they might be involved in something. And Jordan and Pam, didn't just completely spring it on everybody. They did plan ahead, and they did, tell people, something like, oh, come and, whatever.
Making it extra fancy and stuff.
Yeah, like, oh, make sure you dress up, So the title of the film is Hope You Brought Heels.
Yeah, and she says that a couple times throughout the
yeah, because, they told people, like, hey, dress nice. But what they had really done, and you'll see this unfold in the film, is they had actually gotten all the clothes and everything for people.
Crazy.
So that people would come, be surprised, and they had the right size clothes ready to go so that they could just put on the clothes and walk down the aisle for the ceremony. Yeah. So it was a complete surprise.
That clip we just saw, was that the dad?
Yeah, so it was funny because Pam's dad, was kind of like, whatever about the surprise a little bit. And so he was like, she's like, make sure you tell everyone that it's an engagement party. And he's like, well, it's not an engagement party. It's because he knew,
But that shot there of the two of them.
It was just a funny little interaction.
It was just like, this is a wedding or engagement. Yeah. He's like, no, it's not.
She was worried about her dad spoiling the surprise.
Yeah.
She's like, it's an engagement party.
I love these hydrangeas. So pretty.
Yes.
The florals were just gorgeous on this film.
Yes, beautiful flowers.
Anyway, keep going.
Open the first.
Stand ceremony. Yeah, so this is when they brought the groomsmen in.
Brought the guys in.
Oh my god.
Now, this is an interesting... Yeah, there she goes.
Hope you brought heels.
I guess so.
Okay, pause. So, this was another of the aspect of it was crazy on the wedding day.
Yeah, so...
It was a surprise. There was a lot of moving parts. It was not the traditional expected, in order, everyone knows what they're doing. And it was a lot of, from what I heard, grab the camera and run.
So this was a fun challenge.
Yeah.
Because I had never filmed a surprise wedding before. And, I mean, having filmed weddings for so long, I was like, we can handle this.
Yeah. He was a little worried, though. He was like, I don't know how this is going to go. Even after he came home from the wedding, he's like, I don't know how I'm going to edit this together.
Yeah,
like, this was good. Like, I got a lot of great shots, but how am I going to put the story together? Like, that's the tough part.
Yeah, trying to find, like, because, for example, the plan was they were going to get all the guys together at once and all the girls together at once and surprise everyone at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't end up working out that way on the wedding day. They did end up getting all the guys together at once, but the girls, we ended up kind of one by one bringing girls in,
which was so cute to see everyone's individual reactions. And that's special.
And so, but then I'm like, oh man, how do I work that into a film? Because now I've got 5 different reaction moments.
Yeah.
It's not like I can just do a build and a climax and boom, everyone's surprised, and then we keep going. It's like, okay, how do we structure the story where we can sprinkle the surprises throughout? And so we found a way. But there was definitely a challenge.
But part of it too, I know when you were editing it together, you were talking about oh, this shot's not in focus, or it's not technically perfect, and it's not exactly what I wanted, and it wasn't as good as it could have been, and just different stuff because it was just moving so fast.
Yes.
And then realizing, no, I got the emotional moments. I got that emotion and the real reaction, and you didn't have to do it a second time. Oh no, I didn't get it, fake it. Yeah. It was like, well, that's what's making it, and I love that about this film because it's a little bit more of a not home video, but it's just a little more real.
It's more non-traditional.
Yeah, it's surprise. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
So cute.
So it was.
She had so much fun. I just love watching Pam's face, just like, ta-da! Over and over and over. It's so cute.
Yeah, super fun.
Hey,
and the guys are like,
we're getting married today.
What? I love that. That was a cute little detail.
They had a little hashtag, surprise Nunia's nuptials on their sign, but they kind of covered it up with a ribbon so that as people walked in, because there was this whole fake story about, there's the Thompson wedding
over
here.
You'll see a shot of that.
You'll see some signs of that, but they had this whole fake story for the guests that, there's a wedding over here, so we got to stay inside.
Yeah.
And so everyone thought, there's going to be a wedding outside.
Smart. All the details.
It was really planned out well.
Yeah.
So it was fun, but they did a first look, which was super cute.
So cute in the reception area. I love his reaction. He's just like,
Beautiful.
so cute.
Dang, you looking spiffy, boo.
That image is so pretty. The coloring,
Yeah.
the lighting that day, just the venue.
Your maid of honor! I already know.
She's like,
The sister had figured it out.
Perfect, now pick your dress behind you.
I love that. Pick your dress behind you. She just brought a ton of dresses. Okay, now the music. The music was another big thing where you're thinking, I can't do a traditional music song. Not that music is traditional for,
But it's like, this is a very unique wedding, so we have to find a really unique music that fit, and that fit, fit the couple, fit them, fit the wedding, fit the story, and so finally music was a challenge, but
it was
we
perfect.
found it, and it was when we found it was like, yes, that's the one.
This is it.
So many little details.
He still had all the details of a regular wedding day. He didn't forget anything.
Pam had like an entire dress store, and here she had all different sizes and styles, colors.
And it ended up working out so pretty.
Yeah, so the girls were actually able to go in and pick the dress they wanted.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they were able to be like, I like this one. I like how this one fits me in this size and whatever. And so, and like they, were able to find out their friends' sizes.
Yeah.
So they had the right sizes and things, but it was just very well thought out.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a surprise pulled off this well.
It was, for being your first surprise wedding, it was pulled off so well.
Yeah.
Made an amazing film, too.
No one knows, but when we announce that the video starts, I'd like you to come straight here.
At the end of the video, they're going to be like, we want to do the ceremony today. You guys go outside.
Okay, there's a Thompson wedding.
Yep.
There it is. Yep.
Thompson wedding.
They're like, this is not for us. This is for, and I think people were asking about it and stuff. But so cute.
So such a
good throw off.
Perfect little detail, and the guests were thrown off.
Yeah.
So even the groomsmen, you can hear them, chatting in the background here. They're just like, I thought it was the Thompson wedding.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
She
had everything. Just everything! Like these little boxes for the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Just seeing that over and over, the surprise.
like, just wear what you have. Like, you're okay.
Love a lot of natural audio too.
Yeah, there was so much
I
storytelling.
don't know, did you include any of the love letters? Did they have love letters? I don't even remember.
I don't think we were able to work it in.
Yeah.
Because there was so much.
Natural audio was so good, just over and over, and just the surprise moments and.
So much story to tell the story of the wedding day, and to make it so that in a 6-minute film you can understand. They planned a surprise wedding. This was the story that they told the guests, and this is what happened.
So it's not just the wedding of what happened, the preps and the ceremony and reception, but it's also trying to give you an idea of what went on here. So it's in 6 minutes. On the regular film, regular wedding, you have all the wedding day stuff. Yeah. But then in this one, it's like, okay, now we got to cram in the story too, the behind the scenes story. So but it worked so pretty, and I love this. So cute.
Yes.
So pretty. This is December, so pretty colors.
Yeah, they did it right around Christmas. And so it was kind of a Christmas theme, which for them too, they were also trying to make sure that they didn't decorate the wedding too lavishly, so that guests would walk in and be like, "This is totally a wedding." That was one of the things that they had talkked about with us. Is they were like, we were keeping it a little bit simple, like beautiful,
it was not simple at all. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, seriously, it was beautiful. I walked in and I'm like, wow. But they were like, we wanted to make sure we didn't go too over the top.
Yeah.
That way, people would still believe it was an engagement party.
Yeah.
And they were out there mingling with the guests and all kinds of stuff.
Not even telling anybody.
As if it was an engagement party.
The biggest secret. Oh, crazy.
Man. Yeah. And they pulled it off so well.
And then this couple reaction shots.
So they had gathered everyone for lunch, and then they, got on the mic and were like, hey, everybody, lunch is going to be late. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play this video right now. So just watch this video, and then by the time it's over, lunch should be ready. And
I didn't know that.
Of course, lunch wasn't really late.
Yeah.
But, so they played this video, and right here, kind of what's coming up is sort of like the end of the video where they tell everyone, surprise, we're getting married today. So you can kind of see everyone's reactions, and then we go out for the ceremony.
Really excited about Thailand, but I think we're more excited to celebrate with you guys today. So grab your.
And then you're wanting to throw in the
chilly outside.
The preps, the normal preps from a normal wedding day too, in there in between.
And it makes sense story-wise because that's what was actually happening while this video was playing. So as soon as this video started, everyone in the bridal party slowly peeled off and made their exit and went back in the rooms and got ready during this video. So they had to get ready fast.
Yeah.
But everyone got ready really
Which
fast.
means you had to film it really fast.
Yes. So we're like in the room trying to film people's reactions. And then also trying to go in the back and film everyone getting ready. So we were just running. And then also being ready for the ceremony, because normally we have like, we're set up 30 minutes set up for the ceremony. And it was like, we're going to have 4 minutes to set up for the ceremony.
Yeah.
So it was like, we were doing 3 things at the same time. So it was a little crazy, but it was fun. And then they announced it to everyone.
Yeah, let's do this.
And people were like, what? And so they all went out to the ceremony. Best entrance ever. Everyone's cheering.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you tie back in this theme of the painting.
And that painting is still
starting to come together.
Yeah.
All the things are starting to come together.
So we see the story coming together. When everyone, the guys came out, like the reactions were so good. I mean, everyone was just so excited because it's not just the fun of a surprise wedding, but it's all of their family was like, wow, we actually get to celebrate your wedding with you.
Yeah.
Because they were going to miss it.
Yeah.
Because they were going to be in Thailand.
Yeah.
So everyone was just extra excited.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was great.
I love the music. So cute. Oh, I love that shot. Go back.
Oh, yeah.
This was just adorable. Like, okay, all of the girls just bam, bam, bam coming right down the aisle. And then this last one of the flower girl.
The daughter just looks back at her mom.
Oh my gosh.
Down the aisle,
just gives you
like,
goosebumps.
Oh,
so
yes.
cute.
One of those moments.
It's like, oh, yes.
Hi, Jordan.
Thank you, Pamela.
Take you, Pamela,
To be my wife.
to be my wife.
Your love is my anchor. Your trust is my strength. Your trust is my strength.
I'll give you all
And
my life.
pause.
You make my life complete.
Pause. This is another big thing about Evermoore is making sure that at some level we can include vows. And just what a wedding video should be about is making sure that every bride and groom gets some of their vows. And we like to go back and forth so it's not, one camera the whole time, all of her vows, and then one camera all the time, the whole time, all of his vows. But just creatively, cutting back and forth and making sure we include that. And sometimes we include the officiant, sometimes not. Sometimes it's, more than others, but just however it flows best.
Yeah, whatever works best for the story. But it's like the promises that a couple makes to each other on their wedding day, super important. I mean, like, really, that's what the day's about.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that we always try to make sure is included in the film.
Yeah.
And they had one more surprise for people.
It is my privilege as an ordained minister to have pronounced you married on December 6th, 2018.
So December 6th, she said. This wedding took place on December 23rd.
Yeah. So there was a significance to December 6th.
What was that?
And if I recall correctly, it was their parents' anniversary.
Oh.
There was something that, I believe it was their parents' anniversary. There was something specific that had taken place on December 6th. And so they specifically did their legal marriage on that date.
So they're like, by the way, we're getting married today. By the way, we actually got married, but we're still celebrating today. And so people at that point were just like, what? Like, you guys, like, surprise after surprise. It was
just surprise on top of surprise.
Talk about reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Everyone was just everyone had such a good time at this wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun.
For your friends and family, you may kiss your bride.
You're like, what? So you get the photographer watching everybody else getting reactions. Just so cute.
And their little handshake, secret handshake and kiss.
Yeah. Love the music. Love that. Everyone's dancing. They're for that. Like, it's just a great. Oh my goodness.
And I loved this shot that we were able to run to the back and grab of. Here's the painting being painted as the ceremony is going on, and you can see people walking out. So much good stuff. A lot of dancing at this wedding.
Yeah.
It was a fun wedding.
And there's it when it was finished. Oh, so cute. Gardens of Monji is such a pretty venue.
Yeah.
And then they did all their formal pictures.
It's such a fun bridal party too. They did so many fun things.
And just family moments. Oh, this is hilarious.
Their cutout. Oh, yes. Okay, so a couple funny things on this cutout. So, number one, that cutout. The cutout itself is hilarious.
Yeah.
Just a life-size cardboard cutout.
I've never seen that at a wedding.
Nope. And then Easter egg. Who's carrying the cutout? This is Joelle. Joelle and Abigail had gotten married a couple years back, and we did their wedding video.
Yes.
And so it was
April 1st. I remember that.
Yes, they got married on April 1st, and they're also a super fun couple. So they thought
cousins or friends.
I think cousins.
Maybe, okay.
They're related.
Yeah.
I believe it was cousins. I don't remember.
Oh, we remember a lot, but not everything.
Yes, but they're related. So it was super fun to see them there at the wedding too.
Yeah, I think there's another shot of them later.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
Pam has always been my
And then surprise
inspiration.
toasts. I mean, that was great. Just throwing in toast there. So sweet.
So super fun.
We're really loud. I'm not sure he knew what he was getting into.
And congratulations, and I love you guys.
Shot.
Salute!
It was such a good shot.
Just the energy, keeping the energy going throughout the whole film. That was huge. Because you can film shots well, but then actually keeping the energy and the story going for the edit is huge.
Especially with, and this is a surprise wedding, so it's super fun.
Yeah.
And so you have to keep that energy and that fun going, especially because it's
for a full 6 minutes.
Because it's a more non-traditional film. It's not a typical storyline.
Yeah.
And so we had to do a lot of non-typical things.
It was a challenge, but it was fun.
It was a fun challenge.
They're just having so much fun. Everyone just smiling so big the whole time.
Notice that?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, he caught the garter on his can. That was great.
That's fun.
This is a fun thing that some people will do. They'll just gather everybody up on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And just do a shot of everyone. So that was super fun.
Yeah.
It was perfect for them.
Okay, this ended up being almost like the outtakes. This was hilarious. I love this shot and just all of these in the back. Again, you know, this film credits idea of just including the moments that just either didn't fit in the story or just wouldn't work story-wise within what we had.
Or didn't fit in the timing of the
film.
film.
But are just cute or fun or, you know, beautiful or whatever. But
yeah.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Shot of Pam's mom's walking in accidentally. We were waiting for someone. We were waiting for someone to walk into the room to be surprised.
Yeah.
And her mom opened the door, and we're all there with cameras and 2 photographers and 2 video people, just like cameras everywhere.
And you know, at first, like you didn't. It's like no, this just shot. This does not go in the film. Like,
right. It's
no,
like oh no.
This is not perfect. This is not intended. This is accident. But then, by the time you got the music laid down, by the time you got the story arc, by the time you finish the highlight, then it's like, hey, we want to throw in some extra fun shots for the background of the film credits. It's like, this is perfect. And then we're like, this has to start out the film credits. Like this is great. It's a good transition.
Yes.
Like, done. Shot. You know, just so cute.
And you'll notice the music on the credits too is like another completely different thing.
Yeah.
Jordan and Pam gave us so much to work with because we're like, okay, what kind of music do you like? And they're like, we like this and this and this, and like, you know, we like hip hop and we like island reggae.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
not what you normally hear in a wedding film.
Yeah, and so we found this, you know, track, not exactly island reggae, but it's, you know, definitely gives it a nod.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it fit perfectly in the credits. It was lighthearted and it was a change, and so it just
that's the other part of that is just figuring out what song fits what couple.
Yeah.
Not just what fits the couple, but what fits their day of the film, how it went, and then in what order. And like for this one, that's what the third song you brought in. Like there's 3 different songs.
I think there was 4 or 5 songs in this film.
I don't know. It'll cut it at the end.
Yeah, it's listed, but
so cute.
Yeah, I mean, typically it's...
I just love this.
You know, 2, maybe 3 songs, but we had extra songs in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good because it's like... And the music helps tell that story and helps move things along. So it's like...
It didn't just die out.
Right, because you'll have this emotional arc, and then you'll have the next one and the next one, and so you have to make sure that everything flows, and... So, it was fun. Oh,
and that was, again, another just background, you know, throwing tribute to different vendors, but also just fun, just having fun. Just go back to the beginning of the credits. It was just cute.
We'll just watch the beginning of these credits again.
It's like, oh, grand. Oh, wait.
And then there's everybody laughing.
Just natural audio.
And there's Sasha, the painter, who did the painting. So, she actually... wasn't able to finish it at the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Because there was so much detail. So, and it was funny. There was like a moment she was like, "Look, see, I haven't painted their faces yet."
Oh.
So she's like, but yeah. So the final painting you see in the film is not actually the final painting because she still took it home, did a little bit more touches on it, but it was almost done, and it was enough to complete the story arc of the film. So it was perfect.
And again, there's all the vendors who helped. Another beautiful shots of the cake.
Yeah.
Love the just background. Yeah, love
kids
showing in the little kids. Smile.
Always cute.
Oh, and there they are.
There
we threw them in. Yeah, Joelle and Abigail. We're like, hey.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so cute.
And it was so funny because I was worried they would recognize me at the wedding. In the before we all announced it was a surprise, so I was totally like hiding. And like if I ever I'm kind of like
yeah.
I was like I'm like, oh
you're here
man.
for a wedding.
Yeah, really. They're like they know I'm a wedding guy. Like, what are you doing filming an engagement party? And so I totally like made sure that they didn't, see me. And so this was right after the ceremony. Everyone was up taking pictures and they were up there. And then I walked up and I was like, hey guys. And they were like, hey. And we threw it in. It made the cut.
Yeah, it was perfect.
So it was fun. Yeah. But I mean, and just to talk about vendors for a second, all the vendors did a phenomenal job at this wedding because this was different. This was unique. The coordinator, the DJ, I mean, obviously the florist and everyone who did the art department stuff, everything.
There's a lot to it. There's beautiful. A lot of detail.
And there were so many details, and everybody worked so well as a team to pull it off and to put on the poker face of like, oh no, this is an engagement party, and not let any of the guests realize it was a wedding. Yeah. Like everyone worked hard.
Trying to keep it low key.
Yeah. And I mean, I can remember some of the vendors, like I won't say who, but like come up to me like, man, this is like the hardest wedding I've ever done. And I was, totally was for me too. And so I'm just like, yeah, it was. So we kind of had that.
Trying to keep them.
Yeah, just as vendors, like having this moment together where we're just like, oh man, this is like probably the hardest thing we've ever done.
And he came home after the wedding talking to me. He was just like, I'm worried about this. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, you filmed it well. You're going to be fine. I know it's going to be great. And it's of the new Evermoore style. It's one of my favorite ones. Like, it's unexpected. It's unique. It's so custom. And I just love it for that. And so I was like, I know you can do it. I know you're going to do it. It's going to be fine. And he was worried, but...
And I'll do that a lot of times. I'll come home from a wedding and be like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know about this.
And then we'll put it together and I'm like, okay, it's amazing. And the couple's like, oh my gosh, we love it. And I'm like, okay, we're fine. But you totally get as an artist, you get that like creative, like, oh, I don't know, is this good? Are people going to like this? Whatever.
But it takes a lot of effort to put that together.
It does.
And to make sure that you have the right music and the right editing and the right just story.
Yeah.
So
it's fun. We love this. Love weddings.
Just throwing in those last behind the scenes.
So many little details.
Yep. And there it is. So that was fun.
Yes. So that was Jordan and Pamela's surprise wedding.
You can watch the film without all of this. You can watch it on YouTube. Hope You Brought Heels by Jordan and Pam. Gardens at Monji.
Yep.
So.
And stay tuned for the next installment.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.